Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and thank you everyone who watched all the previous videos and maybe the videos we are uploading one by one. We are uploading as a category wise, we are dividing into categories and we are updating the information as we are planning serially. So, as a series. So, because of that we are producing the videos which is relevant to the previous information. So, this video is going to be a new series because I would like to take this video to all the people, whether it is Christian or a non-Christian, because the present situation, the present scenario when we are watching in the media, whether it is on the YouTube channels or else on the TVs, news channels, we are seeing the things which is very disturbing and taking away the peace of many people in the society with one most disturbing thing, that is what the religious intolerance. The religious intolerance is most disturbing news of these almost 10 to 15 years, especially in India, because most of the people, especially whether it is from the RSS or VHP or any Bajrang Dal people, those people, they are in defending their religion and their religious practices and also in securing their people from conversion. They are trying to attack the churches, and also in so many places when the Christian preachers, when they are trying to preach and convert the people into Christianity, in many places they are facing a lot of issues where suddenly a group of people will come and they will attack. They will ask some questions, but not with the systematic reasoning or with the pre-planned any study, without any study, without any the systematic or within the parameters of constitutional permission. They are not doing that. They are doing in so many places with the anger, with the anguish, and in fear of where many people might get converted into the Christianity. Dear friends, we can remember one thing, when our Dr. Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar, he was converted into the Buddhism. The news says around 3 lakh people, 300,000 people converted into Buddhism just because of the influence which impacted on the the Hindu people. So, we cannot get back all of them, putting the law before them that you should not convert into any other religion, or else we cannot stop the Buddhist people converting those 3 lakh people, including Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So, when we remember the history, how the conversion is going on, even before that, if we think about the invasion of Muhammad Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori, they have converted millions of people into Islamism by force also, by force, with all the the cruel methods, the tormenting methods they used, and they converted. That happened 800, 700 years ago. So, that we have forgotten the history completely and we are only bothered of the today's conversion. However, we need to reason that why this conversion is happening. And dear friends, when we are thinking about the conversion, we no need to rush into the conclusions that This is the only reason that they are converting, because we can see some allegations where they are claiming the Christians converting other religious people just because of the money. That is absolutely false, because if one person converted into another religion, there is no financial institution that finances them. You convert the people so that I will give you money, because there is no profit to those who are converting. Or else I can say the profit is maybe when they attend the weekly Sunday services, they might put offering according to their ability. For example, if the person is earning 10,000 rupees per month, he might put 50 rupees or 100 rupees or maybe 10 rupees also, even like how all the Hindu temples are getting the same offering. So, in that sense, in churches also 50 rupees, 100 rupees, the contributions of the people, it will meet the expenditures of the other meetings of that particular church. That does not make the Christianity rich than any other religion in the world. No, not in this way the Christianity is earning. And the Christianity does not have any centralized authority to collect all the funds from all around the globe and make one treasure, so that convert all the religions into Christianity. This is a blind idea. There is no such central authority to control all the religions at all. And I do not think anyone can assume that idea, because we cannot make it practical. No person can be so foolish or so stupid to get converted into any other religion just because of the financial influences, or else any other assets like the hospital treatments, or else some social works like schooling and education in hostels and educational expenditures meeting in colleges. See, all these contributions Christianity is doing just in the sense of the social work to do to the fellow human being, not in any other sense. However, we can partially agree to that grade with very few people, whoever is not associated with the Catholicism and the CSI Christians and Orthodox Christians, rest of few other the standard denominations or organizations. They will never convert any other religious people into the Catholicism or else CSI or else Orthodox, because the reason is they have their set of schools and hospitals and educational institutions, and also their families. They are completely born Christians and they are following what the churches teach them, the moral lessons which we need to adapt in their lifestyle to be a good human being, to be a good follower of Jesus Christ, to be a good church member who does not create any problem to the church, any problem to the family, any problem to the society. This is what the moral teaching is going on in all the churches of Catholicism and CSI. They are giving the discipline and the principles which is essential for any human being to be a human. These are the things the Catholics and the CSI and Orthodox and rest of few denominations teaching. But when it comes to the individual churches very recently converted, those people in fear of going to the hellfire, only that is the reason, my dear friends. You can notice it, or else you can invite me to the interviews anywhere, whether it is on the YouTube channels or on the media, the news channels. I will be glad to come there and give the right information, because I am exercising this study from past 30 years and I know each and everything within the Christianity what is happening, as well as I know the outside ideology also, that in what wrong way they assume the Christianity. I am not for to any religion or against to any religion, but just giving you the right information. You can examine and make it sure whether it is true or false. So, rest of the religions hating the Christianity, thinking that the Christianity is converting all the people just because of the money. I do not think there is a central authority or centralized organization who is contributing money for the sake of conversion, because the conversion cannot profit anyone. So, the conversion is happening just because of the newly converted people. The newly converted people's idea is their fear. The only thing is their fear. They are afraid of leaving their relatives into the eternal hell or everlasting fire. So, that is what the main agenda the independent organizations propagating, so that all the people whoever is converting in the fear of that hellfire, everlasting fire. So, those people are coming into the Christianity, believing that once we converted into Christianity, we might get saved, or Lord Jesus will take us into the heaven, so that we won't endure the everlasting fire, we won't suffer in the fire. Dear friends, I do not think this kind of terrorizing preaching is preached in the Bible. The Bible never teaches anyone to fear the hell and come back to the Jesus. I do not think anywhere in the Bible. See, in the Bible there are 1189 chapters in the whole book of Bible. There are 31,171 verses in the Bible. I never read one verse which says you terrorize and convert the people into the Christianity. So, nowhere else, dear friends. But there may be several other books which independent people written outside of the Bible, maybe from their own churches or associations, which is not the authorized book from the biblical sources. But no biblical source will give you such a wrong idea that you need to fear to the everlasting hell and come into the Christianity, so that only your religious conversion will save you. This is the wrong idea. No religious conversion can save anyone from the hell of afterlife or else the present life. Just converting from one religion to another religion will never profit anyone from any religion into any religion, whether not only the Christianity, whether it is Hinduism, Islamism, Jainism, Buddhism, Taoism, Shintoism, Confucianism, so any other religious the faiths, it will not benefit if you only convert just for the sake of you need to leave the religion for any other discriminations within the religion or within the social norms. If you want to convert into other religion to get the social justice or social standard or status there, that is you can call just another religious person, but not a spiritual person or not a godly person. But if anyone wants to be a godly person or a spiritual person, he can remain in any religion, getting all the sources which is related to the godly life, that can be read from any sources, including the science, dear friends. Even the science cannot oppose God or existence of God, because when we use the term science, it does not mean any kind of secret words. Science means simply knowledge. So, the knowledge, when we reason and search out all the things, the knowledge gives you a very reasonable and verifiable and examined truth, the fact that no one can deny that. Because when one thing cannot be denied by any perspective, whether from the philosophical or a social or the judicial or a scientifical, religious, if we are getting such source which is undeniable from any perspective, then we all must agree that. So, to verify and examine and to get such sources, we must get the knowledge of all sources, including the science, including the technology, including all the religious thoughts and ideas. So, this study will take a lot of time, dear friends. Because of that, many people they do not attempt to study. They do not take a step to study, they do not take a step to examine thoroughly all these things one by one. Other religious books reading with the Bible, or other religious books reading with Vedas, or with the the Tripitaka, or with the Quran. So, any religious book, when we are taking the book, we need to compare with other religious books and study those religious books also with the same honesty as well as I am studying my own religion book, whatever it is, whatever the religious person you are. But when you are studying your own religious book, you need to give the respect to other religious books as well, to examine it with all honesty and transparency. But this is what lacking, and such lacked people only creating the social issues where we need to stop the conversion. And similarly, such kind of people only they are doing the conversion also. So, the people who is randomly converting all the people only with this aim of escaping them from the hell, it does not make sense at all. I do not think if there is any God who can hold all the people with his omnipotence, that with almighty, with all his powerfulness, he cannot terrorize people. See, I am putting the fear after death, so that you will go into the hell. You can come back to me and get converted into my name, only then I will save you from the hell. I do not think this makes any sense, dear friends. See, being a humans, we do not terrorize people, we do not hold the people with some kind of fear and tell them, see, if you are in my party, if you stand in my group or in my religion, my association or my class, only then I will save you from this. This is a kind of kidnapping and demanding something else. So, I do not think any God of any religion will go to such worst extent to kidnap the people and demand them. So, then is it a false the opinions and the ideas and the faiths of the everlasting hell? Not at all, because the major religions like Hinduism and the Christianity and Islamism, all these religions, they are teaching about the hell, but what they are actually teaching is not conceived by all, understood by all. I do not think many people have understood what is the hell, what is the fire. If you take an example, a very small phrase I am going to quote here, in the rest of the videos or upcoming videos, I will give you with full clarity what is actually hell. You can examine that from the scientific viewpoint as well as from the religious viewpoints, with from every sources, from the source of science and source of all the religious books, so that you will be out of the fear of the everlasting hell, everlasting fire. Just let me quote that quotation which I remembered. We can find one sentence from the Bhagavata Purana where it says the 7 talas or 7 worlds or 7 stages. The 7th one is the Patala. The Patala does not mean somewhere in in the center of the planet, the hell, the lake of fire. No, it does not say that. The 7 stages, the Patala is the 7th stage, which is the below our foot, below the foot, that is all, Pada plus Tala. So, all the upper stages until our waist is called 7 the layers or 7 stages: Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Talatala, Patala. These are the 7 stages which measures our body from our feet to the waist. But when it means the Patala, Pada plus Tala, that is just inside of the earth, that is all. Whether you dig 100 feet or 100 meters or 10 kilometers, wherever you are digging and you are burying the people, that is all the hell. From the Bhagavata Purana source I am telling, dear friends, not from other Quranic view or biblical view. We will examine in the upcoming videos. I will give you the full sources as well as the sciences, what the science tells about the globe and where the everlasting fire is hidden. I will be giving very reliable sources, so that you will not get any other left sources, so that you can defend your faith, your ideas. That does not mean that I do not give you an opportunity, or I am just forcing you to accept this. You can reason out and you can get back with the sources which supports your idea. But dear friends, when we are believing something, we must have all the defending evidences to say what do I believe and why do I believe it. When anyone is asking us, we must be ready to answer, we must be ready to prove it. But why should we go and get failed in the process of proving and come back with the shame? Let us not get ashamed in such situations. Instead of that, let us study before, let us examine before that, and make sure all the things whatever I am proving as an evidence to my beliefs, and my belief system is with all the evidential sources from every reasonable perspective, whether it is scientifically or religiously or philosophically, with all the social norms. My dear friends, we need to examine first and prove it, and then only we can bring it to the public. So, the conversion, when we come to the conversion issue in the society, the converting people, they are doing it with the emotionally the fear, especially the fear is just we want to save all the people from the everlasting fire and put them into the heaven. See, it is not your effort, dear friend, it is not your effort, it is not your idea that you can escape people from hell or any kind of the illness or a sickness or a curse, or whether it is after death or the present life. So, just only we are putting into the church does not escape him, does not save him. If any person wants to follow any religion, if he wants to come into the Christianity, let him examine first what is the Christianity. So, why the Christianity is hated by all the religions, but still existing above all the religions, because when we take the Christianity, the population, we can see the Christianity is the largest religion with majority of population of nearly 2.7 to 3 billion people, because we will get some statistics rarely, officially declared people and unofficially converted people. So, if we collect all the data, it might reach almost 3 billion people on this planet. So, dear friends, see, when we are getting so much statistics and we are understanding that the conversion is happening only out of the Christian countries in fear of the everlasting fire alone, but within the Christian countries also people getting converted, not because of the fear, but because of their reasoning. They are reasoning the social peace in those countries and the the less corruption, as well as the knowledge with all the impartial perspective, without any partiality, without stopping anyone from the educations and qualifications and becoming a rebel against their religion. See, the Christian countries, they are giving a full freedom, so that you can speak against the religion, you can raise a question against the religion, you can raise your voice and sit with the reasoning people. They will give all the freedom, because from their perspective they believe that the Bible is the reliable source, so that anyone can ask any question, we will get the answer from the Bible. If the Bible is unable to defend itself, then what is the point of trusting that source? It will become senseless. If the Bible is completely able to defend itself, if the Bible has all the answers for the question of everyone on this globe, only then we can hold the Bible and let the Bible to answer. So, that is what the idea of all the Christian countries, so that they will give all the freedom to raise a question against the Bible. Always you can see anyone who strongly holds the Bible, he will give an opportunity without any angry, without discriminating the opponent. Whoever is questioning, they will not discriminate, they will be glad to answer. So, all the religions must practice the same thing. See, when some people are asking, questioning or inquiring our religion or our religious views, we need to answer. That is what spirituality. See, religion is categorized from the social perspective, but the spiritual will be categorized from the divine perspective. The spiritual means the one who has the spirit with all the operations of our senses properly to examine and believe what is right and what is wrong. That is what the spiritual. So, to prove what is right and what is wrong, we must be perfect in our reasoning ability, the logical reasoning, the logical debate, the logical inquiry. So, only when we start inquiring or searching with the logical method, we will get the reliable sources, because human is designed in such a way, dear friends. Otherwise, we would have remained like how other animals are continuing from millions of years as they created till today. But only human is civilizing day by day into all the aspects of our life, dear friends, whether it is from the medicinal field or any technical field, or any the social peace, creating the social peace, creating the awareness against the diseases and the pandemics and the natural disasters, and protecting all the rest of the animals on this planet, and securing all the sources of this planet, securing all the healthy environment on this planet. In every aspect, only humans are civilizing day by day, not only any one particular religious people, but all the religious people or all the countries people, all the nations, they are getting education day by day, they are improvising their idea of thinking and reasoning, and they are trying to create a peaceful society. But the disturbance among the peaceful society comes out of the blind people's argument and the blind people's beliefs of superstitious beliefs, the blind beliefs, and just because of our ancestral traditions, whatever we are following without inquiring, without examining, only there arises a social disturbance, a social unrest. Maybe not only from the religious sources it comes also from the political perspective. Lot of the problems arises in the political fields, because any country which has the desire and greedy of expanding their country just by 1 feet or 1 meter, it will disturb the neighboring countries. So, this is not the desire of entire country people, only the political party or else the political agenda. So, just the political body is not the whole country of any country, whether it is a democratical or non-democratical countries. I do not think the what the decision the government takes, that decision cannot be authorized or acknowledged by each and every person of the country, each and every citizen of the country, because every country's political views will be opposed and condemned and criticized by the same country's people. Maybe many people might oppose or few people might oppose, but there will be oppositions. The reason is, definitely there will be some foolishness in that, but only such kind of acknowledgement we can see when we progress into the peace of each and every citizen's peace. When we are educated, when we are qualified completely to secure the peace of, when we are securing everyone's peace and safety, only then we can see the universal peace, dear friends. To create such a universal peace, people must get educated, not just qualifying to earn for their lives, just qualifying in some technical fields or some other fields, so that they will get jobs and they will make inventions and they will earn, they will continue as just earning person and feeding his family and taking care of his financial conditions. Qualification is meant only for that, but getting educated is meant to something else, to be a human being. Education always leads to be a good human being, so that if we are good human being, we no need to get converted into any other religion, because no religion can keep you as a very good human being which must be accepted by all the people. No religion is there on this planet that can make you a whole complete good person. So that, my dear friends, just converting or just opposing the conversion cannot make you a right person or a good human being. So remember, please take care of your the acts, your deeds, whether you are just spreading the gospel of terrorizing, showing the hell, everlasting fire, it is wrong. Or else in the opposite side, if you are just having the view of stopping the spreading Christianity or biblical views, again you are also wrong. So you both must sit in one place and have a healthy discussion without discriminating others' views. Find out what is right, what is correct information and what is the incorrect and wrong information without any reliable sources. So this kind of debates or the discussions, reasonings will help the society to continue in peace, putting aside all the the disturbing things, the disturbing issues in the society. So dear friends, I will be glad to help you, anyone who is having the same desire or same view to create the society. You can join your hands so that we can make a small team, so that any religious person you are, you no need to get converted into any other religion. We will make a team so that we will keep everyone aware of the things what they are doing. Let us spread the news to study first their own religion, everyone. Let them first study their own religion. Let them reason comparing with the other religious views. And after that, see, let us not hurry the people to get converted or to stop conversion. First, we will study our own religious books, whatever the religion we are, and then we will compare and we will sit for the discussion in a friendly manner, and then we will leave the society to decide what they want, because every country's constitutional law permits anyone to get converted into any religion on his own desire, with his own consent, with full of consent. So this is what the constitution gives, my dear friends. See, when I am going to conclude this video, every country's constitutional law must be the highest religion above all the religions, because every country's constitutional laws and articles keeps you to live in peace in the country. For example, if you are opposing the spreading of Christianity, you will become a criminal according to the IPC sections 295, 295 bar A, 296 and IPC section number 153. And similarly, those sections can be applied to those who forcefully converting. So both classes comes under these articles as a criminal. So why we want to do that? Let us not become a criminal in rushing, in hurrying our desires without properly educated. education. So, let us educate everyone as much as possible. We cannot educate all the country or a nation immediately or in one discussion. Just we will spark this fire, so that it will light others also, and as much as we are enlightening, that enlightenment will help the others also, and it might reach the ends at one point of time. My dear friends, in the upcoming videos of this particular playlist, you need to go to the particular playlist. In this playlist, we are including the videos which gives you the knowledge of all the religion, so that you can choose which religion you want to, and you want to live in that without disturbing the society, without forcing anyone, as well as without stopping anyone in conversion, or else yourself also in converting into any other religion. So, you will be aware of all the religious views, and then you can decide on your own. Again, it is your own responsibility, and finally, it is the constitutional law's responsibility to give the freedom to everyone to think and reason and examine and make inquiry. All these are the freedoms of any citizen of any country. I do not think any country in the world is taking away the freedom of thinking and the freedom of speech and freedom of spreading what they believe and why do they believe. I do not think any religion or any country is doing that. Religions might do in some uneducated people, or the people who has no complete knowledge. Such kind of people of all religions might do that. Even see, if we think about the Christianity, they might stop people getting converted into other religion, as well as Hindus will do that. Similarly, the Muslims also will do that. Any other religious people will do that only when they are not educated properly. For example, you take a particular religion, if the person is leaving that religion and getting converted into other religion, that seems whether he is not studied this religion, existing religion properly, or else he did not study the other religion properly. If he is just going away when somebody has preached, but any person who is fully with all his consent is going and converting into any other religion, that shows he studied both his existing religion and the religion which he wants to join, and he found something which is peaceful unto his own soul, peaceful unto his own spiritual ideology. So, such people you cannot stop them, dear friends, because see, you can stop him outward practices, but inward meditation you cannot stop him. Inward meditations helps him to continue his spiritual path what he chooses. To practice the spiritual path, the outward practices are not mandatory. The ritual activities, the ritual deeds are not mandatory to practice the spiritual meditation, because always the spiritual meditation means to say what is right and what is wrong. So, when we come to know what is right and what is wrong, we will forbid what is wrong, we try to practice what is right. We may not succeed completely doing only the right things and become a righteous completely in the world, because it is not we alone living in the world. We are living in the world amidst of 7.8 to 8 billion people with different government systems, different social systems, so that definitely we will get offended, and we will miss sometimes doing only the right things because of the external forces, the external influences, and in the failure of the doing the good things, the weakness. So, just because of this the weaknesses or the failures of doing the right things does not put us into the bad people's category or bad mindsets or unrighteous class, because the mind is willing to do the right thing, but we may not do it just because of the forces of outside and our weakness of unable to defend ourselves. or stand against all the upcoming consequences. In such cases, those kind of spiritual people will err, otherwise they will continue to do only the right things. Those who meditate the spirituality within themselves, and those who doesn't influence others to get converted into any religion, or neither they will stop anyone to get converted into any other religion. My dear friends, I am glad that I am initiating this video, so that in the future videos we will be giving the full of information, so that you can decide what is right and what is wrong. Even still, it is not or influence you to get converted into any religion, as well as oppose. Keeping this information, you should not oppose other religions also, because this information is to build the peace in the society, not to destroy the peace in the society. So, first of all, we need to respect all the constitutional laws as well as our social peace, and then practice your spirituality within yourself, within ourselves. So, for such lifestyle, we are giving you the complete information about religious views, and then we will be adding the further videos. So, to get all the videos, stay tuned to our channel and subscribe our channel, and click the bell icon, so that all the videos will be in your view list. So, please introduce this channel to your friends also, whoever is interested and whoever is completely ignorant of the religious views, because we may call them innocents. You just remember, when we are using the word innocent, can mean in no sense, meaning the lack of senses, the lack of functioning of all the senses, the lack of getting all the right evidences, the lack of reasoning also is called in no sense. So, in this case, let us not leave all the people to be innocent in the sense of without sense. We will help them to get sense and make them sense all the things whatever is happening around us, especially in especially to build the peace of the society, not to favor any religion. To build the peace, we will do it. I am very glad to do that, and thank you for all watching this channel. And I hope definitely you will be going to introduce to your friends and your known people and everywhere in the social media also. So, thank you so much once again. Do not forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Wait for the coming videos, where you will be satisfied with all the answers for your every question which comes out of your mind and which comes out of your own people and your own association, institution. Whoever is ready to ask the question, we are here gladly to answer you. Not just we know the things, but we want to keep the society in peace. So, only for that sake we are doing this. Thank you so much once again.